For assignment 8, you need to click open over to the side right here. Yours will say open. Once it's open, you'll see the instructions doc, the answer sheet, and the Google Draw areas, all these links. So you have to open the assignment, but the instructions tell you what to do on the answer sheet. And then once you have filled out your answer sheet with all your writing portions, that's A, B, and C, for all 3 of the achievements you choose as the most important ones in Greece. Then letter D tells you to draw a picture in Google Draw of the achievement. So I'm going to personally, if I'm you, I'm going to focus on things that are fairly easy to draw. Help yourself out a little bit. So if you choose something to be an achievement and you're certain that's the most important one in your opinion, then go with it, but find a way to draw it that's not going to be too complicated. So you can come up with a symbol that represents it, or you can come up with a simpler version of something to draw. I don't want to give you too many examples, but you don't have to always draw the most complex thing you can possibly think of. Try to make it simple somewhat for yourself. So Google Drawing is an option. Achievement 1, Achievement 2, Achievement 3. If you save those as a JPEG, you can copy and paste it over to your Google Doc answer sheet. But if you choose to not use Google Drawing, there's another option, and that's the main focus of the video right now that I'm recording. But when you get to Voxel, you may like this better than Google Drawing, and I'm okay with you using it. So you just go to Launch Builder. I have not played around with this very much, but the more you play with it, the easier it becomes, I have found. So let's pretend that I have chosen my top achievement from the Greeks to be architecture. Well, again, I want to find something to draw that's fairly simple. So I'm going to pick the Parthenon, and I'm going to just make it as detailed as I can, but I'm going to understand it's not going to be totally perfect. So I'm going to focus on those columns, because in Greece, that's one of their main contributions, was the columns that we now use on so many of our buildings. So I'm going to just start, researching how many columns the Parthenon has and how to make my voxel look like, the real Greek Parthenon. And I'm just going to do the best I can with it. So I'm going to make the columns and get it as close as I can, as realistic as I can. And then once I'm done, let's pretend I've drawn the whole Parthenon. I've got the roof on it. I've got the whole thing looking pretty good. I'm going to come over here where it says Upload Critter. My critter happens to be a Parthenon right now. And call it the Parthenon. And I'm going to hit Upload Image. And then the more I do this, the more I'm finding it doesn't ever really upload. So I'm going to hover my mouse over it, and I'm going to press Alt and then click my mouse, and that will right click for me. And I'll say copy image. And then when I go to my Greek achievements doc, where D is, that's where my image is supposed to go. So again, press Alt, click my mouse. That's like a right click. I'll click paste. And there's my Parthenon. So I can make this a little smaller to make it fit in my dock nicer if I need to. And that's another option besides Google Draw. However, I will tell you, I have not found a way to save what I'm doing. So you almost need a time where you can sit down and do the whole image at once, because I don't know how to save these images. But if you figure that out, let us know. I'm sure there's all kinds of other options here that you guys will discover as you work.